Oh yes everyone, it's Monday and it's time for another car video here from the Tokyo real estate man. And with the inflation of all kinds of real estate assets and all kinds of assets now over the last 15 years, this whole camping car movement and stuff like that. Not so much in Japan, because you can still buy a pretty cheap home in Japan. It's not maybe in, for example, in central Tokyo or something like that. That's where homes and stuff are really sort of expensive right now. But where it really comes out the wash here in Japan is in the hotel prices. For example, in Tokyo, to stay, someone had mentioned the other day, I don't stay in a hotel in Tokyo because like I always have an apartment to stay in. And then someone in the sauna had mentioned to me that they're looking to stay in Tokyo. It was $400 or probably 40,000 yen a night. Anyway, that is not only a international price. That price is of course felt by Japanese families. And when you go to places like actually Disneyland or UFJ, which is Universal, or USJ, sorry, Universal Studios Japan, you'll see in the morning when you get there, there's generally a huge line, not a huge line, but about 15 or 20 of these sort of camping cars that are there, and families all over Japan, because of the hotel price and stuff like that, they have these kind of what they're known in Japanese. You see this word here called, here it is in katakana, it says camping car. This is really popular in Japan right now, and it's just popular because there's different kind of movements. There's something known as glamping as well, which is glamour camping. But it says here, this is what it says, waga ka Chuko de katta camping car, and they're going to make they're making a video about their camping car, and they're in the video they actually talk about the pluses and the minuses of it there. We can just watch a few seconds here, and then I'm going to cut over to some decent samples here in the marketplace. Anyway, that gives us a little bit of a like an introduction to it right here, and it's really really good video. It's great. It's shot with a drone here, and you can see the mother here in the camping car, and it had there's the father right there, and they have a child, and it's a nice picture right here, and this is their camping car. It's a very nice one, and so many things to talk about. I was sort of preparing to talk about this, and here jisai dou desu ka, and that's like, what's it really like. Jisai dou desu ka, more Japanese lessons for today, and konnichiwa, right? They're going to talk about the pluses and the minuses, but most people who are on this channel or around the world, we already know that most of there's always a plus and minus with it all, and they're just going to talk about it a little bit. Anyways, the one thing I wanted to talk about while we're looking here at the picture, and I just happened on the really great point, is that I was looking here in the marketplace for different kinds of stuff. We're going to come on to a Japanese used car site that's known as GOO, and for what I'm looking at, you have kind of two different ways. You have the sort of factory made stuff like this one right here, and the stuff that we're going to look at, where you kind of have like the homemade kind of stuff. And for the price, I think that the factory stuff is in a lot of ways is better. I don't know, like, what do you get when you get a factory thing? You get the production of the factory, you get the management of the factory, you get the quality workers. When I see this stuff that's the kind of homemade sort of camping car stuff, or I guess a mobile or camping, I don't know what to call it in English, a mobile home, I just think of it as it looks a little junky to me, and I really like this sort of factory stuff. Having said that, it costs more, but it doesn't cost all that much more. Yeah, but that's the other thing I want to talk about. It like, you see a family like this who owns something. A lot of families, you can extrapolate. There's one family that owns this one, and that goes all down the line. And there's all kinds of families in Japan right now. There's still 120 million people in Japan. So these kind of great samples in the marketplace are really in demand. So if you're really looking for a great quality car from Japan and you want it cheap, you're just not going to get it. It's just demand. Like we talked about the Delica, it's an import. It's a popular car inside Japan. It's a popular car outside Japan. The Hiace might be the most popular car in the world. The Hiace is popular in Japan. It's popular internationally, I should say. And that's going to be the same for the Toyota Hiace camping cars, and this one too. So if you're looking for a deal for one of these, it's just not there, and you might as well just stop wasting your time that's looking for a deal. Now I did find some decent market samples that are gonna, for these kind of mini camping cars that are 660cc engines, but it's going to be between $14,000 to $20,000 just to purchase it, and probably another $6,000 or $7,000 to get it to a place like Canada. Anyway, we'll come in here and look at the some of the samples that I got here in the marketplace. And yeah, this was the sort of there was one a little bit cheaper. You'd say here 189 man, or 189 or 190 man, you'd say, or which is 19,000. Or maybe a little bit less, 18 something thousand Canadian dollars, and we can thumb through some of the pictures right here. This is a phenomenal dealership. Anything that we're looking at here today, this dealership is known as Fuji Car. I'll come back to it here on the, it was on the lead picture, Fuji Cars Japan. And the reason this dealer, they always get great stuff. When you go to get a go to get something at the auction or something like this, to beat this price now is very difficult anyway. So and then everyone's gathering in auctions like the one in Noda-Chiba, for example, and then something like this can be run up in terms of the bid when people are chasing the bid. So I mean, sometimes the auction can be good and you can get some deals, but if you come to a great dealership like this one, you can get everything you want. So you can kind of just get the car you want for $19,000. Everything's, there's professional dealership. So yeah, this is a really straight car, really straight. Everything is all done. It's all factory done. It's not like a homemade mobile home. That's a bunk bed. It's put on top. Yeah, I don't know. I just looking around and I think that this is the best way to go. Anyway, what do we got here for a? This has a sink and everything like that. So. And I don't think there's a washroom in this one, which is, I think, is the strength. You see the water bottles there and what have you. And all the electrical is all inside already. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can go through all these pictures. I want to try to, down here, they have like a 360 degree photo function right there. So we can do it. This means NISO, which is the inside. And this should crack us up to the these kind of great dealerships like this have these great cameras. They just stick this tripod into the car itself, and then you can audit it, including looking up like that. And you can see, like, this is still a car. It's a 2007 model, so it's going for $19,000. Yeah, but it's just hugely in demand. I see them here on Facebook Marketplace here in Canada for like $30,000. So I think this is a really way to go. Look at the great windows though. So anyhow, that's kind of what you're looking at. There's the tripod right there. Okay. Anyway, come back here. We can look at some of the other details. I have 2 or 3 other ones we could sort of look at here in the marketplace. 2007, which is Heisei GQ Nen, we can see right there. So this one can come into account. 660 CDs, no, CC, 70,000 kilometers, pretty good sample. Lots of camping cars though, or mobile homes, can actually have less though. Anything else surprises here? Everything I mentioned to you. I don't think that this is a 4-wheel drive though. This is not. Is it a 4-wheel drive? And then or it might be a 4-wheel drive. It said on the top if it was a 4-wheel drive. I forget. Yes, it is a 4-wheel drive. So yeah, that's really good. And yeah, so if you get something like this, it's really good to get a 4-wheel drive, because there's just more in demand 4-wheel drive, and it's a cool car. What we got here? Anything? 22 photos. There's like 80 photos here. I'll try to. I don't know. They're pretty comprehensive about all the photos. They take all the photos of and there's the roof expanding right there for the room inside. So it's really good. I think it's a really good sample in the marketplace. And my argument is, for these camping cars, it's almost better to go to a stable dealer and get the stable price, and they have everything ready anyway. Anyway, this is another. We can move on to the next sample, and this was slightly more. This is, you'd say in Japanese, hyakuji rokuman, but yeah, it's basically 20,000 Canadian dollars right there. And again, you have the roof that expands like this. It's a K car. I'm not sure if this one's 4-wheel drive. Is it 4-wheel drive? No, it's not 4-wheel drive. It's 2-wheel drive. So I mean, which is not a huge issue for me. I mean, for these kind of camping. It depends if you want to do a little off-roading or something like that. But the four-wheel drive just seems to hold its value better when it's four-wheel drive, so that people like it better. Anyhow, we'll go through some of the photos here. It's not too much to be like. There's not too many surprises. You can see everything's done in the factory. There, it's all factory done. Goes flat. Expandable roof on top. Yeah, short car. And of course you just have the propane stove right here with the canisters right here. I think this is really the best way to go. Just to get one of these and don't worry about anything. I mean, I bought one of those Coleman stoves for my car here in Vancouver. They're just terrible. These are a much safer way to go. And like in Japan, these canisters are really cheap. You can get 3 canisters like for $4 or 400 yen. Of course, they're a little bit more expensive here in Canada, but these sort of stoves, they burn really slow and they burn really safely. They have a beautiful sink right there. I don't think this one had a toilet in it either. And all the electrical is done and wired properly and in the factory. So really good. These are great samples. 50, you can see right there, like what did it have? 56,000 kilometers right there. So I mean, that's really great. Anything under 80,000 is great. Keep in mind, like an 80,000 or like a 50,000 kilometer Delica is going to sell for about $23,000 in Japan. So this is a really good deal in itself. Anyhow, that's about the skinny on this one. I can kind of show you. There's more and more photos. There's 85 photos in total. But again, this is from Fuji Cars, and they're just a phenomenal dealership. I think we can look at here to clean. 56,000 kilometers, 666 seats. That's again a 2-wheel drive, 2-door. I don't know. That's kind of the way to go. I think this is cheaper than, but again, here like 2011. So we couldn't really. Maybe I've picked a poor sample in some ways because this can't really be imported to Canada until next year anyway. So, but there's other samples in the marketplace, obviously, but it gives you an idea of like what you're looking at. So, really, to get a good sample in the marketplace for one of these sort of K camper vans or K camping car, it's going to be basically $20,000. I did find one other sample though for about $14,000. And let's see what's next. Is that the one? I'll leave that one for last. I think this last one is the one was the cheapest. I know I doubled up on that one, so let's just even take that out of it. And we'll go here to the top one. This was one for 26. Well, it's going to be $26,000 Canadian. This one here, and you can see it's got this sort of bunk bed here in this area, and everything's already raised. It's a very, very nice sample. It's a really nice car, and again, from a great dealership, Fuji Cars Japan. So yeah. This gives you an idea about price. Oh, I moved too quickly through that picture right there. The interior looks a little sharper on the other ones, but this isn't like it folds out. And then there's bed up there as well. So I would think that this would take 2 adults and 2 kids. Yeah, right there. There's a TV in there. There's a sink right there. There's a water system there. Some of these have air conditioners as well, and everything. All the electronics has all been done professionally. All the cabinetry has been done in the factory. Yeah, I think this is the really way to go. Storage in the back, right hand drive. Yeah. It's a little marked up, but underneath this looks really in really brilliant shape. Just really brilliant shape. Really clean underneath. I wonder how many kilometers this one has on it. I forget. And it's a Toyota. What is a Mazda? I'm sorry, that's a Mazda. That's a Mazda. Sometimes my eyes are so poor now. My eyes see the Mazda symbol and the Toyota symbol. They get confused with it all. But yeah, it's great. And these are totally contained, like one piece, so they're not gonna leak. These are all like made in the factory, and these will not leak because there's no joints on them. It's a great design, and they're all like produced by a Japanese company. This is a great sample. It's a great sample. I'm not really at the life stage where I can do any of this kind of stuff, but when my kids are done high school and stuff like that, I intend to go to to join this sort of movement in the southern in the States, and I wanted to go down one winter, for example, into like Arizona and have one of these, and it'd be fun to go with my wife. She'd probably have to stay in a motel once a week or something like this, but I'd look forward to just driving around. Anyhow, some of these pictures are repeating a little bit here, so we can come down here again though. 2012, so we couldn't really import this to Canada, but it gives you an idea about the price, and I think a price like this is going to be pretty firm. And 40,000 kilometers, I mean, you can buy this, drive it for a couple of years, still have 20, like it'd come up to 60,000 kilometers, and you'd basically still be rock iron on your value, and I think you'd recover any money that you put into it. So I think it's a really good way to go. Anyway, we'll look here at some of the other details. Again, I'm here at 40,000 kilometers. It's just phenomenal. Again, two-wheel drive. That's not four-wheel drive. So far, that one for 18,000 with a four-wheel drive looks pretty good to me. But 70,000 kilometers, that looks really good. But again, the low mileage on this one's just unbelievable, and it's got that raised roof. It's really great. And here at the bottom of the page, they have other stuff that the dealership sells. It's a really good dealership. It just always gets like great ratings, and they always have great product. You can, obviously they have a website too. You can go like Fuji Cars of Japan, and this one is in Hamamatsu Den, which is in Shizuoka. This one's in Shizuoka. And then where was the one here where they have, yeah, this is the other ones where you can just get a little market sort of a little broader as the market goes. This was the one we already looked at. There was one for 23. There's one for 27 with 27,000 Canadian. And then after that, you're going to jump up a little higher. Yeah, these are obviously going to be newer ones, and these are all from Fuji Cars of Japan. So. And then, yeah, there's just all different sort of price points right there. That was the one I briefly mentioned, that there's one for $14,000. So if you get something like that, we can almost bring it to Canada for about $20,000 all in, probably, or maybe $21,000 realistically. But that gives you a really good idea of just some of these of the marketplace from a really good dealership, and this is what this dealership does. And we should take a little peek at one of these here. I'm going to expand this video for like one more minute. Am I going to do it? Okay. Just to have a look at it here. And yeah, it's a pretty sharp car, and it's even got that nice window up there. This must be a newer, like I'm guessing like a 2016, 2017 sort of model. Yeah, really nice inside. Oh God. So yeah, this is going to be likely can't bring this one into Canada yet. You can see it improving with time, though. That's the bunk bed there on top. TV. It says basically anything. And again, I like this is like so much. It's a movement in Japan. There's places there's called Michi no Eki, and it's not illegal to van life in Japan, in that people just would bring these vans up to the Michi. Michi means street, and Eki means station, and then it's called Michi no Eki. And then people would just bring their camp cars here to the Michi no Eki, and they can plug in, and there's showers, you can go to the washroom and everything like that. So it's a great way to get around Japan as well. So it's cool. Anyway, that's a sample. Likely out there. Look at the beautiful cabinetry right there and the lights. So my argument is way to go to the factory, because you get all the factory technology, and you see too when you get into the real dealership, they got a reputation in Japan. Okay, so everything that they're going to sell is going to be up to standard. Okay, and there's probably even like a warranty on this one, for example. What do we have here for? Yeah, I mean, this is a new car. It's got 11,000 kilometers on it. It's got 11,000 kilometers, but it's a 2025. But basically a 2025. So it's basically new price. And it's a two-door, four-wheel drive, though. 600. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, I'm sorry. This is, excuse me, this is built in 2020. So it's 5 years old, though. But it's practically a new car with 11,000 kilometers. So there's no way we can export this to the international market, but it gives you an idea, and you can see all here. You see this, it says Hanbaiten no Kuchikomi, and the rating on this dealership, and this one's in Ishikawa, Ken, is 4.9. So phenomenal. This is phenomenal dealerships, and this is what they do. They're just professionals, and you can see in this dealership, these are all, they have not just these kind of K cars. I thought I would cover the K car in today's video for the channel, and I've been looking at these lately, probably because I'm looking to do some road tripping myself in the summer. So I just go out into the marketplace, and when I see the stuff in the marketplace here, this stuff is really the best. I think my favorite one, in so far that we looked at today, is this one right here. But I think the one, where was the one here though? I guess it was the one we previously looked at, with this one car for 40,000 kilometers for $26,000. Pretty well the best selection so far of any of the stuff that we could sort of bring to Canada. This was the only one, I guess, which was this one right here. But this was not a terrible sample because it had 70. This one was at 70,000 kilometers right there. Yeah, cool. And I guess we could end there on the sort of the family video here at the very end again. And if I was to see Jisai do desu ka, and they're gonna talk about it, and there's no other sort of interesting pictures here in the really in the video, other than I think this really explains there's a lot of families like this in Japan that want a nice car like this, and you can see it's a very nice family, very beautiful mother, and then with the father, ikemen no oto-san, ato kirei no oka-san, and kawaii no ko, and they just want something stable for them to enjoy their domestic life inside Japan, and they want to go to Disneyland with their daughter. They want to go to USJ, which is Universal Studios Japan in Osaka, with their daughter, or they want to go places, and this allows people to go around Japan, and that's why these vehicles are very much in demand in Japan. Even the one from 2020 with 10,000 kilometers on it is selling for $40,000 inside Japan, and that's Canadian. Anyways, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. Of course, I do real estate. I am a real estate agent in Tokyo, Japan. I am a real estate investor in Tokyo, Japan, and Vancouver, and soon to be Montreal too, I think. If you're interested in a car or a property in Japan, you can always come here to my website, TokyoRealEstateMan.website. On the top right there it's actually called .website. That is my contact information. You can use the contact box as well. Failing that, you can always come here to my Instagram right there. Was in a conversation with my son, but this is my Instagram, TokyoRealEstateMan.website. Lots of videos, mostly about real estate, but I was thinking to make a car video here for the channel about the camping cars, because it's I sell cars, it's worth talking about. Anyway, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. いつもこのチャンネル見てる皆様ありがとうございます。今日の動画楽しかった。今日のなんか軽トラックのなんかキャンピングカーについての話がいい。あとマーケットの分析、a little bit of analysis on the market of the K camper car in Japan from a great dealership, Fuji Cars of Japan. いつもこのチャンネル見てる皆様ありがとうございます。この動画でもう終わりです。